Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. This is one that I was super excited about. It's a 6 CD box set, so there's going to be a lot of babbling going on here. And I'm talking about The Police and the Synchronicity 40th Anniversary CD box set, Super Deluxe Edition, whatever they're calling it here. I actually love The Police. I've listened to The Police since I was a little kid. I go like way back. One of the first albums I ever bought, I say album, it was a cassette, I bought with my own money. It was one of the few that I got. I had those Columbia House things going on back in the day, and I picked out 5, and Ghost in the Machine was one of the first 5 I ever got. And I love that one so much that I went back and started buying the earlier stuff. I remember getting those through probably Columbia House too, because I remember getting those in the mail, especially their first album. And then I listened to that one over and over and over again. And by the time Synchronicity had come out, I was a full-fledged fan at that point. But boy, have they changed and evolved through time. And a lot of times these box sets, they get a little bit crazy with the price and not a whole lot of stuff going on. So sometimes you kind of wonder, what you're actually getting with these things, if it's worth it. But this one was definitely worth it. I'll just get that out of the way here. There are a lot of cool stuff here. I kind of bounced around. I know usually I go right to the bonus stuff, which actually I did. I did kind of quickly listen to the remaster of it, and I always go back and forth with the remasters, whether they're worth taking the time to do it or not, if they're any good or not. This is one of those ones where I think the original is actually better. Nothing wrong with the remaster other than the fact it's louder, but also it just this seems a lot brighter. And for me, that doesn't work on this album. It's like a lot more high-end. I prefer the warmer sound of the original. And I bought it on cassette. This is how I first listened to it, and that's how I came to love it. So maybe it's just my preference, because that's how I grew up listening to it. If you're listening to it for the first time, it's the first time you ever heard it, maybe you're going to prefer this style better. But for me, I prefer the original better. So I just kind of got away from that, and I went to the bonus stuff. And man, holy cow, is there a lot of bonus stuff here. There's 55 songs, I think is what they said, that were previously unreleased. A lot of cool stuff. It started, the bonus one started out with Truth Hits Everybody, which, isn't even on this album, but there's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff that had nothing to do with Synchronicity, but it was added in here. So there's actually a funny version of Every Breath You Take with Every Bomb You Make, which I thought was kind of funny. And then you get to CD3, which is 3 and 4, actually, the ones I like the most. This is, for me, because I like writing songs. This is one of the bands that inspired me to want to write songs. In fact, when I was in college, I took a vocal class because I thought it would be a piece of cake, and I did my final whatever audition. It wasn't really audition, my final whatever with Every Breath You Take. And I remember picking the song because I thought it was going to be really easy. I practiced it a cappella, and when I got there, the teacher, he sat down at the piano, he goes, "All right, what key is this in?" And I had absolutely no clue what key it was in. I don't remember what I said, but it was definitely the wrong key, and it was way too high. I started it, and I got to the middle section, the bridge where Sting goes up a little bit, and I was dying. So it didn't go well. I don't remember what my grade was, but I remember in the middle of that thinking, "Oh my gosh, what's going on? This is horrible." But kind of funny. It's one of those memories that's traumatic, so it stuck with me forever. It's just me and the teacher, and I'm just dying during this thing. And I had much more respect for Sting as a vocalist after that, even though I always liked him as a vocalist, but much more respect for him at that point. But anyway, there's the demos of Every Breath You Take, and you hear how those evolve. King of Pain was one of my favorite songs on that album. You get to hear the evolution of that. But the ones that I thought were the most different were especially Synchronicity 1 and Walking in Your Footsteps. Both of those completely, actually Synchronicity 2 for that matter. Those are probably my favorite Synchronicities. And then King of Pain. Miss Credenko is actually a pretty good song too. I like that one. Never got the attention that one deserved. That's a really good song, actually. But anyway, The one I listened to through all the way first was the live at Oakland, and that was a fun concert. I usually don't like live stuff as a bonus. I think they just do that as a cheat, but this one was actually really cool. The versions that they did live, you just feel the energy. Message in a Bottle especially, holy crap, was that like a completely different version of that song. Just the energy of that one completely different than the original, and everything was a little bit more rockin'. I remember watching an interview recently with Stuart Copeland where he's with Rick Beato, where he's talking about how Sting would come in with all these songs by the time they recorded this album, and he's like, what could I do? There's nothing I could do to make these things better. But I have to disagree with Stuart on this one, because even though the demos that he had are in here are amazing, you can hear what these guys added, especially in the live stuff. And when you hear the demo compared to the final version, they definitely added their thing, whether they were just playing the song or whatever. Their fingerprints or footprints, whatever you want to say, are all over these songs. And it was just cool to hear that. So for me, this was like a really cool thing. I really enjoyed this. The live disc was actually really enjoyable to listen to, which I don't always get out of these box sets, but I really like that one. So anyway, I know I kind of buzzed through this one really fast, but there was a whole lot to go over here, so I was trying to get through it as quick as I could and got through it faster than I thought I was going to. So anyway, as always, I welcome any comments that anybody has about this stuff. Feel free, any stories, anything you want to add that you think I left out. The booklet in here is really cool. I haven't read it yet, but definitely a cool booklet. And there's not trinkets and stuff like they try to throw you in some of these things either, so that's kind of cool. I could care less about the trinkets. I'm all about the music. But anyway, like, share, subscribe to keep this music alive, because maybe we'll hear some more cool stuff from the archives from these guys. Who knows anyway, but until next time, we will see ya.